What's up, superstars? Welcome back to Crypto Cornucopia, where you come for the latest crypto news, education, and a path to prosperity. I'm making these videos for beginners, so please ask questions and comment below so I can put them in future videos. No time, I got you. Set the video to 1.5 or 1.75 so it moves a lot faster. Also, like, subscribe, and share so we get this out to other people who want to know more about crypto. All right, watch out for the scammers in the comments below. They are still around, so I have to go through the comments and make sure that people aren't talking about how they made money and who they should contact. So if it looks weird, it is weird. All right, today is November 1st, and we've got a lot of crypto news to go over for the market update. The most bullish news that came out was on Friday from Benjamin Cowen, and he was talking about this is a monthly candle, and this line right here is where we're currently at, and just below that it shows that it will be the highest monthly close ever for Bitcoin, and that's huge. And we're talking about not just the wicks but the actual body of the candle here. That's huge, bullish sign that we're going to be moving up and to the right. Willy Woo, one of my favorite on chain analysis, was being interviewed, and they're probably my favorite videos because he's so knowledgeable about everything that's going on. And I've showed this to you before, but it's the long-term holder supply shock, and it is at an all-time high. It's never been this high before, or for this particular measurement. And what that generally means is supply and demand. Supply is getting lower and lower. It's at its all-time low, and the demand is just as high. So we can expect the price to be moving up. And I didn't put it in this video because I just remembered it, but somebody called Plan B, who's on Twitter and has called the last 4 months, was expecting the Bitcoin price to close at around 63, and it was 62.2, and he nailed the previous 3 months. So basically, he's been good 4 months in a row, and he's expecting November to be up at around 98,000 per Bitcoin, and for December to be at 135,000. So far he's been right. We'll see what happens, but I'm tending to I'm tending to lean towards him. All right, so this is also another on-chain analysis who's brilliant in college and doing this on the side, but everybody's looking at him and the type of analysis that he's putting out there. It's been spot on. His name's Will Clemente. I would give him a follow on Twitter. So he's also talking about the long-term holder supply shock at an all-time high. So this is essentially an inverse of what Willy Woo was just showing over here. And he did that so that it could essentially mimic the price, because supply is going down. But what he's showing is that with the trend that's happening right now, most likely it's going to bounce off this line and go up, reflecting the price. All right, so next up with Anthony Pompliano, he's talking about India will not ban Bitcoin. As a matter of fact, they are regulating it as a commodity. They've come out and said that, and that's been an ongoing news headline that India bans it. They banned it like 10 times, kind of like China has, but now they're officially coming out and saying that they're regulating it. So you've got a lot of people over at India that are in the tech space, and they're talking about how now that it is essentially being accepted and regulated, now it is no longer taboo to get into this industry. And so since they are so tech savvy, that there are going to be a lot more people getting into it if they aren't already. All right, on to VGX Voyager. This pumped over the weekend, VGX. Now, I use Voyager myself as my on-ramp, as well as crypto.com to get tokens and then transfer out there to my MetaMask wallet. So VGX is, there's almost no trading fees because they're an aggregator. So they go out and they get the trade for you. So they're not actually holding and doing it. So that's how they make their money. But the Dallas Mavs announced a 5-year partnership with cryptocurrency brokerage Voyager Digital. And in that, they say that, well, let's go over. Voyager Digital, founded in 2018, is one of the fastest growing publicly traded cryptocurrency brokerage platforms in the United States. The partnership is an exclusive 5-year agreement, and we find it to be a perfect fit for our Mavs fans and Mavs fans of all ages. We want this to be a dynamic partnership to engage all of Dallas. I think working together will be at the forefront of innovation. We're going to come up with new ways introducing Mavs fans cryptocurrencies, and Voyager receives naming rights to the Mavs Gaming Hub, the official gaming venue of their team. And on top of that, the CEO of Voyager was talking about how working with Mark Cuban in particular as one of the leading businessmen of our times, and how brilliant he's been in Shark Tank and all the deals that he's had. He's extremely happy to be able to work with someone that can push them forward for the next 5 years. And matter of fact, let's pull up. This is on the Voyager website, but it's an app. So just so you know, if you just go to the website, that it's going to have you try and download an app. But here's where I think is brilliant on their part. And they give you percentages for different types of tokens that you hold in there. Okay, I personally am holding a lot of the VGX tokens, and up here it says the minimum monthly balance that you have to hold in order to get that percentage, and they pay out on a weekly basis. But essentially, you have to have at least 100 VGX tokens to get 7%, and that's an APR annual, but they still pay out that 7% of whatever tokens you have on a weekly basis of what they owe you. They don't wait till the end of the month or the whole year, or 3 months, 6 months, anything like that. They just pay out weekly. All right, so 7% APR, and whatever that breaks down to on a weekly basis for however many tokens you have. And they pay out in that token. So if you have DOT, they pay out in DOT. And you can see DOT's at 12% here. And let's see, so you have Bitcoin at 5.75, Matic at 5.25. And you can pull this up and go on down it. But the point is that your banks give you nothing. And right now, all of these are appreciating in value. And if Bitcoin keeps going up or is stable, then you're going to see all of these tokens go up as well. And that's what we were talking about previously in the adoption here, and what Plan B thinks is going to happen for November and December. And then I personally feel that in January, you're going to see, once it gets to 100,000, you're going to see a lot more institutions get in. They want to be off the books for 2021 and start all over again. So I think that a lot more are going to be coming back in at that point, especially since it'll be more established. But we'll see what happens. All right, so on to mainstream adoption. Crypto.com, the other app that I use that I was talking about. Matt Damon plugs Crypto.com and Global TV Spot. You guys may have seen it during any of the football games. First of all, I love Matt Damon, love him as an actor. So I love the fact that he is backing Crypto.com, and Crypto.com's CRO token, Crow, pumped up probably about 15-20% over the weekend. So that was awesome. And again, two of the apps that I use that I have links to below, where you can get either $10 or $25 in Bitcoin if you sign up. Just use the link below. I love how they're leading the way in the adoption of cryptocurrency. All right, so we talked about the other day how the Metaverse, how Facebook is changing their name to Meta. And so I thought it'd be a good idea. This was in one of the videos over the weekend. I forget which one it was, but they go over every aspect of the metaverse and gaming, and I thought it was amazing. So I'll put that in the link below. But a persistent live digital universe that affords individuals a sense of agency, social presence, and shared spatial awareness, along with the ability to participate in an extensive virtual economy with profound societal impact. So there's a lot to unpack there. This is another world there are a lot of opportunities in those worlds. You have land, you have, and this is all connected to NFTs, by the way, non-fungible tokens. A piece of land, a parcel of land is something that can be owned because of NFTs. And NFTs essentially is a programmed crypto that is unlike any others. You can't swap it out with the same value as others, and some are more valuable because of that. Maybe they're more rare. Maybe they have in a specific game, it's a stronger item. It does more damage, more valuable for whatever reason. But you have, because of NFTs, you have these individual things that you can own and make a part of your avatar or your entity, whatever you want to call it. And then that creates an economy. If you have land, if you have items, if you have things that people want to earn and go out and do on adventures and gaming, whatever the case is, this is a whole world that's coming out. And the only reason it's making any kind of headway is because of NFTs, things that you can own. It's called digital property. So all these other games that have come out before, you have to pay money and you don't own anything. You can try and sell it, but I've heard of a lot of scams, and a lot of times that just doesn't happen. This you do own. And I can see, if you've seen that movie Ready Player One, that's the first thing I thought of when I thought of cryptos and NFTs back in May 2020. When I started all of this, I said, this is absolutely possible. But I didn't know that the technology was even here yet. But they are building it, and there are a lot of them out there. So everything in gaming and Metaverse has been exploding. So Decentraland is, I believe, is the original Metaverse, where they sell parcels, they sell land, you walk around in it, and it's very, I would say it's not like real, but a lot of people are there, and it's the first. So first movers advantage. After that, you have the sandbox, and then several other down the line. Now you can go into CoinGecko, and then you can remember how we did categories a few weeks back. Well, let's see. Oh, here we go. Categories. Sorry about that. And you can go down and you can search Metaverse. Index. You have the indexes. They have, let me go back. I want to scroll down. I thought you could search for the actual category. All right, so you can look into NFTs. Okay, anything that's involved with NFTs is going to be in here. Okay, here we go. Metaverse right here. So if you click on Metaverse, Axie Infinity has its own Metaverse. Decentraland, Engine Coin. Engine is a great token, one of the originals as well. Sandbox. UFO is, I've been hearing a lot more about lately, but I don't know a lot about them. Yield Guild Games, we're going to talk about that in a second. Starlink, Wilder World. These are all worlds. Star Atlas, that one's not out yet, but it's picking up a lot of steam. The graphics are amazing. It looks like the movie Avatar. That's how good it does. How good it looks. So anyway, as you can see, these are all involved. Oh, that's funny. This is part of the part of my 1,000 to 10,000 trading series that doubled, because it was at 134, and that's when I sold it 268. Awesome. Anyway, heading back, moving on. Okay, so this is Yield Guild, matching supply and demand in the masses. So what Yield Guild decided to do is, a lot of these NFTs, a lot of these lands, they're out of reach of some people because they've accumulated and they've become more valuable over time. So Yield Guild got together, and you can buy into Yield Guild, and owning their tokens is now part of your membership to the guild, and they take that money and they purchase things, in-game items. But the greatest thing about it is that it's voted upon by the community. So the community gets to decide what to do and where to go, and it's by democracy essentially. So I think it's an amazing concept. Definitely want to go a little bit deeper dive into there. But so we talk about narratives all the time. right now there are a lot of narratives going on. The metaverse gaming is the biggest one right now. Meme coins is the second one, so the dog coins are still pumping, and then the third one is the inflation. So that's for overall. People are gonna people tend to want to find a store value, and Bitcoin seems to be turned towards being able to do that. And if Bitcoin goes up, then all these other narratives are going to have some money into it. Now, I want to talk just a second about the dog coins. To me, I don't think they're anything, but congrats on any of you who have made money from that. And the positive thing for me, what I see about it is people start by saying, "Oh my God, that's pumping. What is it? I don't know. Let me get some." And it's a foot in the door for the rest of this. So if they do make money, I hope they don't get trashed. But if they do make money, then they may take some of that money and put it into another project, and that gets them down the rabbit hole. And again, adoption. And if there's more adoption, then that means more money comes into this market, and that's what this is all about. So this is our path to prosperity, finding good projects that you connect with. I love gaming, so Star Atlas one, but I don't see it coming out. It's coming out slowly. But the other one is Illuvium, and that's an entire world that's again amazing. They call it AAA rating, and think of WoW, but better graphics, and you can actually own what's in there, and that's yours. So I'm definitely going to be playing and getting to that one for sure. And when that starts in December, then I'll make some videos on it and let you guys know what's going on. All right, have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Remember, like, subscribe. Let's get this out to everybody. Bye bye.